Interesting. Let's talk about the body and cancer cells and how cancer cells, are in the body. Okay. So, human beings that are cancer cells are on this body. Get out of here. Yeah. And if the cancer cells become too many, it shuts down the body, right? Which is what the planet's having trouble with because the human beings, right? They become cancer cells. Like what happened with the dinosaurs when they had predators and what are those guys called? The leaf eaters, the herbivores, right? Now, the herbivores, if there's too many, they need a check. Okay. And so when you become out of balance, you become like a cancer cell. Okay. No, yeah, so that's at 31 Atlas is probably the sun calling it a big rock to do what happened with the dinosaurs. And I remember that guy from fucking USA Today. We're smarter than dinosaurs. Wow. We're better, okay, but doing better than dinosaurs. Wow. Okay. You think 2025 years ago, well, that was long, it was more ago because it was back in 2009 or so. You think like 2,000 years ago you could have like been better than dinosaurs and listened to Jesus and fuck. Okay. So play that to Amy. um I understand why. She was Stockholm syndroming with before me, with Kelly and others that we know of, and especially the people at Puka, my Nazareth love hurts, and so they know the deal more than I do. I don't know. I can only speculate. They have more evidence than I do, but I have to jump into them and go, okay, here we go. Thanks, Carolyn Lovett. Thank you. I've made connections to her the last couple of days, and even if she's still helping because she's a woman and she must be a mom. Yeah. When you've been Stockholm syndrome by cancer cell murderers, okay, and you connect to a man that can save your children from cancer cell murderers, you have this affection for this man. You love him. You're like, oh my gosh, they're trying to kill him because he's better than them. Yeah. They're like, yeah, men and women, when they become a part of that Stockholm syndrome of that aggressive sex cult violence, become a cancer cell to the planet. Okay. And so what we need to do, okay. Now it's weird. I believe these guys. But I'm going to do what Carolyn suggested. I got something I'm going to do this morning about full thing going into the military and seeing how, her thing is see if you can do the Neo with the Yuga reading. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking. That's what I've been doing too, honey. They say that's going to kill me. But life's eternal, grace is infinite. So I'm like, rat shit, bad shit, dirty old twat, 99 assholes, tighten the knot, damn lizard shit, fuck, what the fuck. So, you're all in. I'm into the Lord's Prayer and I'm all in. And so, if they all say, he's our God, and they're trying to kill me anonymously with chemical poisoning from their corporations, wow, that's pretty bad. It's really bad. But the Chinese did it with Sun Yat-sen, and they're still alive. Yeah, but they actually went in the direction of Sun Yat-sen because it was more civilized. Okay, they were just doing it the wrong way. They were doing it their way. They were doing it through tyrannicism and oppression, like they do in India. And the thing is once you understand balance and harmony to maintain a healthy body, like healthy Haile Selassie said, you have to, it's like Paul and, Dr. Stanley, once you understand the truth, you can't go back to lying, because then you just keep smoking them cigarettes and then you die. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Go, Christians, go. So this is interesting. Thank you. Thank you, girls from the, okay. Thank you, women from the, you too, Mrs. Rosanna. Yeah, all I want to do when I wake up in the morning. I'm going to sing that every time. I'm really into New York accents. She already knows that. Yeah. Everybody knows, yeah, I had a big crush on, what's her face? The nanny. Still do. What's her name? The nanny, The what's her name again? Fran Drescher. Yeah, Fran Drescher. Yeah. She's good looking girl. Oh, she's really good looking. Her accent, yeah, I have something weird. Yeah, same thing with J-Lo's on and off again, best friend Scientology girl. Oh, yeah. Yeah, watch that. Oh, my gosh, her accent. Dang, that's a spot. She's cute. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's hard on me. It's like, okay, what's the deal with that? What do you mean, what's the deal with that? I think lots of guys, obviously, because, the guy from the, he's also got to think, wow, I don't know, just something about that. But the accent, to you it is, but to me, it's like, Maybe I had a person who spent lifetimes in New York with those accents or something like that. I don't know. Like my mom always used to tell me, you like a star and hit poem. You ended up supposed to be in an Italian family in New York. And you ended up with a bunch of Germans in New Mexico. Hey, shut up. Don't touch me. Oh, this is torture. I'm very expressive. I talk a lot. I'm a toucher. I'm affectionate. I'm a hugger. Yeah. And my mom was like, you are a little Italian kid that bounced off a star and ended up with us Germans in New Mexico, and you're going to be miserable. Well, my mom was the same way. She liked to talk. She was very expressive, and she was very affectionate, and she likes affectionate sexuality. My dad is like my German sisters, shut up, don't talk to me. I was like, good God. Sitting here waiting for you, it's gonna be like waiting for winter. It's gonna be cold, there may even be snow. Ooh. My dad, it's not a self-righteous thing. He's in the bowels of hell trying to survive, and he has kind of like a Stockholm syndrome because he's a Roman. The spirit of Jesus' dad was a Roman that crucified Jesus. Most people don't know that. I think the Hebrews do have documentation on it, so does the Vatican. My dad doesn't have documentation on it. He just has the continuation of the line of Yahweh, which is his son Earl. Okay, but this time we didn't get separated. We got stuck together. And he's trying to convince me to become a Roman. And yesterday when I talked to him about it with the stuff with Derek Henry, and what's his name? Josh Allen, they believed in me. It's like, can't believe in somebody that will fight like hell over money. You just sit there and go, are you fucking batshit crazy? Believe in Jesus. I mean, gosh. You think that's why Derrick Henry fumbled? I think Derrick Henry fumbled because the guy on Buffalo is a really good defensive player, and it's hard. That's what I think. I played football before. They will knock it loose from you. They will especially if it's just exercise. You're trying to be healthy. Money's not real, you rat shit fucking crazy bastards. No, I like the big kid from Florida. I've liked him a lot. I liked him since Alabama. Derrick Henry's one of my favorite football players. He reminds me of old Chuck Muncie and Tony Gowden, Chuck Muncie. And some you guys remember Chuck Muncie? Eric Coryell? One of the reasons why Eric Coryell is so good is because of those running backs. Muncie and Galbraith's thighs, I wonder if any of those guys use performance-enhancing things because, who else was like that? But I don't know. I think some guys are just naturally that athletic and that good. Sherman Smith and David Sims, they were similar, played at Seattle. And I think what happens is, the teams just, they get hit and they use them a lot and they get hit and the body just succumbs and they don't have the same medical technology, to elongate their careers like they did back then. Muncie was badass though. University of California, all right, yeah, Chuck Muncie, he's one of my favorites. Tony Galbraith was good too. Because it was neat to watch because he was so big and he was so fast. Well, I'm that way. I'm a fan. I'm not a fan, but I'm not a fanatic. But I enjoy, exercise and athleticism. I like dancing, and I like the Mills, not the Mills brothers, but the brothers. I loved watching Dorothy Dandridge's husband and her brothers do that. They were so talented. I just love watching. I was like, wow, that is so cool. I'm not jealous at all. Never have been. Okay. And and stuff, and it was all these people. You think I'm fat and tired and out of shape. I get in shape and stuff like that. I can still do a lot of my moves and stuff. And they say, who do you think you are, Michael Jackson? I'm a very good dancer, and I'm very good. And a lot of people told me that you play like a black guy. You shoot like Danny Ainge, but you play like a black guy. You move like a black dude. I was like, yeah, I know. I always have. Well, because I watch them, but the thing is, I think a lot of it has to try with my tribalism and my genetics. How do you know black guys don't move like their father Adam Jesus, or, even the most like Father Adam is Earl, and he's white. Well, I had to migrate away because they all tried to kill me because they were jealous of me. Because I was right and they were wrong, I was good, they were bad, and I was the truth, and they lied to themselves to say they're good and right, but they're wrong. They think they're God, but they're not. Well, guys, God's omniscient and omnipotent. How can a human being be God? Anybody who makes a human being God is wrong and bad. You have to admit you're wrong and bad so you can live the truth. If you can't do that, that's what I told Dad yesterday. I was like, no, because I said that about, they don't believe in Jesus. They believe in the Caesar, and then you break it down, explain it to him, and then Dad gets mad because he looks at me and goes, no, Jesus is God. Jesus isn't God. Jesus has faith in God. Jesus is the way, the truth, and life to faith in God. That's what he says in the book. He doesn't sit, there's not one time he says he's like Father Adam who gave us faith in God. He does say that, but he doesn't say he's omniscient and omnipotent. He says it all the time. I can't tell you when that will happen. I don't know. I'm not God. He says it over and over again. He says, I'm the one who, like Adam, who gave us faith in God, and Caesar's not a god. He's a butt pimple with an ego problem that's a disease to the entire planet. Shit. Thanks, girls. Thanks, all the women. Bondi, you're angry. You're cute. Yes. Carolyn asked me about what's about with her. Well, it's not a physicality thing. She just seems mean. That's what? Yeah, she seems mad all the time. She always seems pissed off. She seems like Kate Blanchett from The Missing. Yeah, that's it. Is her dad shit for luck? Okay, I like this Carolyn Levitt girl. No, I like her. I like her a lot. Yeah. We talked about other things. She goes, you do know I know the whole bikini wax thing and stuff like that. Just pretend we're out in the woods and stuff like that, and a sudden storm came and rained all over the new foundation we paid for our house, poured for our house or something. I was just having a good time with her. She's fun. I like her. She's a good kid. Rosanna's kind of a little more nervous and scared of me, but Carolyn's, I'm not scared of him. I like him. I was like, well, yeah, of course. And then they tell people that he's like a charismatic cult leader, so watch out. He'll draw you in. He'll draw you into wanting to live the Lord's Prayer for your grandmother, your whole family eternally, so you won't be in violent sex cult behaviors and fuck the planet to death and be fucked to death by the people that want to fuck the planet to death and take you with them. He's a swell guy. He is. I like her. I like her a lot. Yeah. Oh, I like Melania Trump. I like. They're not playing me. No. Once you come in here, and I know who you are, you're going to understand salvation, and you're going to want to live it. Okay, that's what we talked about the other night with Ian. Okay. And I didn't know who he was until. Yeah, I told you guys this. I have to know who the person is. I'm not a god. I'm the Spirit of Yahweh. And the scientists are fucking with me and testing me. Well, I don't know if we're going to do this. I think we are. Everything in my body tells me, that we'll quit quantum computing and stuff like that. When Muhammad tells me he wants me to sleep and exercise, but he also wants me to be myself and do my thing. So I agree with her. I'm going to do this last connection thing that I'm going to do, focus on sleep and exercise with a little bit of computer interaction till further notice. And I'm going to keep, I don't know how I'm going to get through this as far as the women, but they yell at me, you got to keep your prostate going or your body will tell yourself it's going to shut down and die. I understand how cancer works. Okay. You sound like Amy and Richard Rockefeller. You had lots of other people. You have to keep, I know I have to keep that. Okay. You can't let depression kill you. Thank you. I love you, lady. Thank you, all you people out there. Oh, shut up, Lopez. Not Lopez. I don't know how it works with them. I just know how it works with me. Past, present, future operate at the same time. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. I'm the Spirit of Yahweh. Most of you guys aren't understanding this. He's crazy. He's delusional. These people don't even know who I am. Okay, did they pray to Jesus? Okay, gosh, damn. Hi, I'm a scientist at Fort Huachuca, and I think I'm smarter than the Messiah, and I think I can play God with technology and fuck everybody in the head with money until the end of time. Yeah, we know. Okay.